Good morning and happy Tuesday. I am so glad, as always, to be here with you this morning. And I'm excited because all week, this week's theme is about releasing and letting go. And so we're going to start to jump into this. Hey, I see Juan and Chic. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. KBC and Media, as always. So I have to start off. If you're new to watching me, my name is Yolanda Tate, and I'm a 29-year U.S. Army veteran, do all kinds of other things, but the main thing is that I am a champion for all things health and wellness. And as a woman that just turned 50, one of the things that's very important to me is to make sure that I take care of my health and my wellness from a holistic perspective, because as we get older, we know that our health is more than wealth. We need to take care of ourselves from the inside out. Thank you, Sergeant Major. Joseph Allen came in. Thank you for being here this morning. So, every morning on Instagram from Monday through Friday at 6:30, I'm normally here and I give a mindset, motivational, inspirational affirmation and message. And then we jump into about 10 to 15 minutes of stretching. And this week, our theme that I'm talking about all week is about releasing and letting go. And so I'm going to go ahead. Also, I wanted to say that you can catch this live on kbcntv.com. Please go check them out on all social media platforms, also on YouTube and LinkedIn Monday through Wednesday. So the message for today, the affirmation is, I release all resistance to change and embrace new challenges with open arms. I always repeat it, so I'm going to say it again. I release all resistance to change and embrace new opportunities with open arms. So, as I jump into this message about releasing and letting go, we know that change is constant. Change is always happening around us, whether we want it to or not. Change can be a scary thing because it's all about getting out of your comfort zone. It's all about facing the unknown. But I just want to say that with change, that's where our growth occurs. That's where that elevation occurs. That's where we evolve, is when we change. When we learn to get uncomfortable. When we learn to push ourselves. And for me, when it comes to that change, a few things that I've had to do throughout my life is, number one, to focus on the positive. And when I say focus on the positive, a lot of times, and I talked about it yesterday, is that we get so consumed with negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, or the negative things that we see all around us. And yes, we have to be concerned about the ways of the world and what's happening, but we need to also take in the positive. And in every lesson, in every challenge that we have, there is a lesson. Like I always say, I don't take L's at all. I don't take losses, I take lessons. The next thing for me is challenging myself. Challenge yourself daily. Think differently, open your mind, get different perspectives, but it's all about challenging yourself so that you can grow. And so I say this is about challenging myself. This is day, I think, 48 of me being live on Instagram. This was a challenge for me to get out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I did reels and all that stuff, but to actually be consistent and be disciplined to go live every morning, that was a challenge for me that has opened myself up and helping me to grow in other areas as well. So challenge yourself every single day. And then the other thing is practice mindfulness daily. Find what works for you, whether it is meditation, whether it's yoga, Whether it's going for a mindful walk, whether it's reading, journaling, whatever it is, find that outlet. For me, it's prayer, meditation, doing mindful stretching movements, walking, just being in the present moment and just really connecting with your body, your mind, and your soul. And then, of course, surrounding yourself with positive people, finding the right community, the people that are going to not just encourage you, but they're going to keep you honest. They're going to also be truthful with you. They're going to be real. They're going to be authentic. And that's what you need in your life when you're trying to grow to another level. And then lastly, I'm going to say this, is to let go of fear. Because we allow fear to hold us back. And sometimes that fear is out of habit. It's just behaviors that we learn from when we were young that we have to learn how to unlearn and adopt new behaviors. And I talked about that a little bit yesterday. So again, when it comes to releasing and letting go, one thing we have to do is to release that resistance to change. Because change is going to happen whether you want it to or not. All right, that was the message for today. Thank you, my mom joined me, my queen. Thank you so much for being here. So we're going to get ready to get into some stretching. I have a chair today, and like I said, about 10 to 15 minutes of stretching that we do. And then we'll get ready to enjoy this thoughtful, wonderful, thrive, thankful, whatever you want to call this Tuesday. But whatever you call it, just make sure you make your health and wellness a top priority. So disclaimer, as always, make sure that your doctor, your physician say that you are able to stretch. These stretches that I do this morning are all beginner level. We will not be doing anything advanced. Make sure that your area is clear so that you do not have any objects or anything in the way. And remember, with stretching, it will be a slight discomfort, but it should be nothing that is pulling or tugging or anything that causes you any serious pain. If you have that, then stop immediately. And also, if you need to have water, make sure that you have water nearby. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. I got my chair set up, and we're going to get ready for our stretching this morning. Hopefully, you can hear me well. I should have did a mic check before I started, but I haven't seen anything, so I think we are good. All right, when you have your chair, make sure that you have a sturdy chair to sit on. There are no arms or anything on the side. Make sure you sit straight up in your chair. Your back is straight, your neck is aligned. We're going to go ahead and start with some arm rotations. So we're going to start with that right arm, and I want you to just bring that arm forward and then rotate it back as it goes back. Go ahead and look at that arm, doing full range of motion. Inhale up and exhale down. I see you, Queen Valencia joined us. Just go ahead and rotate that arm nice and slow. We're opening up that shoulder joint. Again, as we get older, we need to be working on our flexibility and our mobility as well as our balance, which is very important because naturally we're going to lose those things, but we can help ourselves by making sure that we stretch at least 10 to 20 minutes a day. And of course, stretch if you're doing any kind of exercising. All right, we're going to go ahead and stop that. We're going to go to the other side, left arm, and rotate all the way back, making sure that your core is tight. And just inhale up and exhale as it goes down, all the way around. Again, if you are also working at home or if you're back in the office, make sure you take your breaks, and as you take your breaks, you get up and walk around, go outside, get some fresh air, or make sure you get up and stretch your body. All right, we'll do one more time around. Go ahead and lift up that right arm, put it in the small of your back. With that left arm, reach over, grab your elbow, make sure you're sitting nice and tall, and pull that arm over, stretching out that tricep. If it hurts doing that, you can put your hand in the front and just hold it right there, getting a good stretch. The key is making sure your neck is up, not bent down. All right, go ahead and release that. Lift up that left arm, do the same thing, put it in the small of your back, reach over with the right, and go ahead and get a good tricep stretch. Again, make sure you are not hunched over, you're sitting up nice and straight. Okay, we're going to go ahead and release that. I want to bring those palms to the front. Then you're going to open up into a T, look up, stretching out that chest. Then go ahead and cross the arms in front. We'll do that a couple of times. Just opening up that chest and that upper back. Just open it up. Do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale to the front. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and drop those arms. Take that right arm, put it across your chest. Left arm right before your shoulder. Go ahead and make sure you're sitting up nice and tall and stretch out that right shoulder. And that arm getting a good stretch. And as always, make sure you smile when you're stretching. It's all right to smile. I think I see Renee join us as well. Good morning, Renee. Go ahead and release that and switch over to the other side. Getting a good stretch. All right, we're going to get ready to start working on these legs. So what I want you to do is open up your legs wide. Make sure your toes are pointed outward. You're going to raise up those beautiful arms. And then we're going to do a forward fold. If you can touch the ground, great. Drop your neck and your head. Just let it relax. Then walk your hands over to the right. Getting a good stretch. Walk it back to the center. See if you can stretch your arms out a little further. Then walk it over to the left, same thing. Hold the stretch. Walk back to the center. And then when you walk back to the center, I just want you to drop your head. You can go ahead and cross your arms and just sway side to side. And just relax into it. Then drop your arms again. Hold the stretch. Then roll up nice and slow. Rotate those shoulders back. Go ahead and drop that right arm right above your knee. Lift up that left arm and bend to the side. Go ahead and turn your head up and look toward the ceiling, getting a good stretch. See if you can stretch a little deeper. You're stretching out that whole oblique on that left side. You also feel it inside your legs, your adductors. All right, switch sides. Go ahead and look up. See if you can stretch a little further. All right, go ahead and release that. What I want you to do now is I want you to have your hands over top of your knees, not directly on top of them, but right above. And we're just going to lean forward nice and slow. And then roll back up. Lean forward. Lean with your chest. And roll up. We'll do that 3 more times. Go down nice and slow. And roll up. This is 2. Roll up. Last time, go ahead and roll down. And roll back up. All right, I want you to bring those beautiful legs together. We're actually going to do a few core exercises. Yes, we're stretching, but we're going to throw in 1 or 2 core exercises since we're in the chair. What I want you to do is sit on the edge of your chair, cross your hands in front of you, and I'm going to turn so you can slightly see what I'm doing. Cross your hands in front, and then you're just going to lean back and lean forward. It's like doing a reverse sit-up. And forward. Make sure that your core is tight as you're doing it, nice and slow. So now we're working on that core. Just throwing in a few core exercises. We'll do that 3 more times. 1 more time. Now we're going to add a variation to it. We're going to keep doing that, but we're going to raise the right leg. We're going to do 5 times raising the right leg and then 5 times raising the left. So it'll be as you go back, raise that leg, put it down. All right, 3 more. 2 and 1. Other side. When you go back, you can inhale, come forward, exhale. All right, 2 more times. All right, go ahead, release those arms. Now what I want you to do, make sure you're back sitting on the edge of your chair. Back is straight, feet shoulder width apart. Make sure that your feet are flat on the ground, hands by your side, and you're just going to lean and touch the floor. Nice and slow. Make sure your back is still straight, core is tight. Don't lean over. Just straight down. We're doing exercises, but we're also stretching out that core. Making sure we're getting those obliques. You know, ladies, those love handles. We want to make sure that we firm our love handles and tighten them up. All right, we'll do this 2 more times on each side. All right, last time. Okay, come up. Go ahead and put your hands over top of your knees. And then I want you to just go ahead and roll that body all the way around. Full range of motion. Your legs are not moving. It's just your upper body. As you do a body roll, lead with your chest as you go forward. And then come all the way back. Nice and slow. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. Then we're going to switch the opposite direction. All right, go the opposite direction. All the way around, keeping that core tight. Like I said, this is one of my favorite things to do. It's just nice and relaxing. Like I said, you should feel it also in your lower back as you're doing these rotations. All right, 2 more times. All right, we are getting ready to close. So what I want you to do is lift up those beautiful arms. Inhale, exhale down to a prayer. And before we close it out, I want you to go ahead and twist nice and slow to the right. Go ahead and look over that right shoulder. Make sure your back is straight, core is tight. Hold that stretch. Then rotate slowly over to the left. Core tight, back is straight. Look over that left shoulder. Then rotate slowly back to the front. I want you to go ahead now and just close your eyes before we seal it in. And I want you to just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And I want you to continue to breathe. And as you breathe, I just want to repeat the message for today. The message is, I release all resistance to change, and I embrace new opportunities with open arms. Just know that change is going to come. Change is constant, whether we want to change or not. But there are things that we can do to help ourselves so that we can release all resistance to change. Focus on the positive. Challenge yourself daily. Practice mindfulness activities every single day. Surround yourself with the right people and get into the right community. And also seek professional help if you need to. And then let go of that fear. Let go of the fear that is holding you back from making the change that you need in your life for your health, for your wellness, from a holistic perspective. So as we get ready to close this out, I just want you to think about what can you do today to propel you to embrace new opportunities and be willing to change so that you can evolve and move to greater heights. All right, go ahead and seal it in. Slowly lift up your head, open your eyes, and as always, welcome in all that God and the universe has to offer you on this beautiful day. Well, that's the end of our session for this Tuesday. I am so thankful for everyone who is on this journey with me. If you are watching this by way of replay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Share this out. Let a friend know that I am here, I am committed, and I am disciplined to be here every day to share an inspirational message and to do some type of mindful movement to get our day going. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And as always, blessings, peace, and love. Have a great day, everyone.